collaboration. We have got you covered. Our goal is to provide you the solution tailored to our needs. Before we jumping to the main topic, let's quickly outline what we will be covering today. We have divided our webinar into several sections to make sure we cover everything you need to know about the large assembly effectively. Here's what we're going through. Let first we will go through the introduction of large assembly. Then we will see what factors affecting the performance of large assembly, hardware upgrades, and the system requirement for efficient assembly management. We'll look into the best practices for using the large assembly, as well as overview of different assembly modes and how we can use it. We will next we will go to the assembly tools and techniques, and in last we will cover up to this summary and key takeaways from this webinar. So let's dive into this webinar. Uh, Before kicking off this webinar, I have one question. That is, what actually the large assembly is. Uh, are these assemblies of 100,000 or even 10,000 components? Well, it's not. It's just all about the number of component. It's not just about the number of component. The large assemblies are those which take a longer time to open, which strain the system resources and ultimately impact the productivity. It's the complexity of an assembly that defines the large rather than just sheer number of parts. So throughout this webinar, we will talk about the large assembly. We are referring to those complexity and of assembly that present in challenges in terms of performance and efficiency. Let's go through it. Uh, Now let's talk about what the symptoms of large assembly. Like when you open an assembly and you notice it's taking longer time as usual, or else when you are saving the assembly, it became more time consuming. This signs may be due to this symptom shows that it is a large assembly. Similarly, if you are making a changes or rebuilding the assembly, this take a considerable time. Or if you are moving or rotating or adding the mates to the connection, even creating drawing for this assembly can become a time consuming process. These symptoms are indicative of dealing with a large assembly, and recognizing them is a crucial for effectively managing and optimizing your workflow. Throughout this webinar, we will explore the strategy to address these symptoms and improve the efficiency when working with this large assembly in SOLIDWORKS. Let's dive in and learn how to tackle this challenge head on. To overcome this challenge, it's essential to understand that the 30% of SolidWorks software it depends on 30% it's all depends upon the SolidWorks software setting, while the other 70% is within our control. Now I will be guiding you throughout this specific how we can optimize the performance and enhance the efficiency in details. Let's dive into it. On the screen, you will see the default settings which is already present in this SolidWorks. Let's see what we can changes for the large assembly. On the screen, you will find the large assembly setting in which in the performance tab, I have deselected the transparency option and checked the automatically optimized resolve mode, and I have just hide the lightweight mode in the assembly loading. In the second image, you can see that in under assembly tag, I have ticked use lightweight mode and LDR mode and set as per the number of components accordingly. Now I will go through, take you to the live session where I will be opening a Nemo assembly with the default settings. I will just open this into in a resolved mode. You can see on the screen that Nemo assembly contain more than 6,000 parts. And now all the parts has been loaded, as it took around almost 3 minutes and 18 seconds to load the all assembly, where it also showed that the model contains some changes and it's take more updating time as well. So as it take 3 minutes, we will go into some settings which I've already showed you. Let's apply that settings and see what changes we see. Now let's apply the large assembly settings and observe what is the impact. Just go to performance tab and scroll the tab to the low less and untick with the transparency option. Use lightweight mode and set the number, and then okay. Let's open the assembly and I will click into lightweight and open. Now let's see how much time it take to load and open assembly into our screen. Right now, almost thousand component has been loaded and updated. It's been only 47 seconds to use it, as it's fetching it from the proper location which where we have stored in it. Almost 3,000 part has been loaded and it's been only 1 minute. And yeah, so you can see it took only 1 minute and 30 seconds to load, which is half of the time which we have taken for using the default setting. So that's why I recommend you to use these settings for improve the efficiency when working in large assemblies. In my experience, many designers overlook the importance of making assembly flexible. This led to the numerous mate error, missing reference, and rebuild error. To maintain this assembly integrity, we must follow one workflow. So let's go through this workflow. Uh, First, you have to load all the reference part and assemblies. Then you have to update the part or any sub assembly which are out of date, updated and keep it up to dated. Then solve all the mates and positions of the component. If there is any changes, solve it, and update if there is any in context feature in the assembly. Solve mates of any reference assembly which has been provided. By following this workflow, you can significantly improve your performance of large assembly. This ensures the smoother operation and reduce the likelihood of encountering the same error repeatedly. Let's take a closer look at each step and how it contributes to a better assembly management and performance. Now let's discuss about the hardware aspect. It is crucial for optimal performance that many industry invest in high price workstation only to encounter the software issue. But here the compatibility is the key. Every software has a specific workstation requirement. For SolidWorks, ensure you have a fast CPU core, a SSD hard drive for faster data access, minimum 16 GB of RAM for smoother multitasking, a compatible video card with the updated graphics driver. For this graphic drivers, I have provided for SolidWorks link for this SolidWorks desktop as well as the SolidWorks connected hardware recommendation. It is essential to make your hardware with the software requirement to avoid the performance issue and maximize its large assembly efficiency. Let's discuss how what are the factors which are affecting it. That is tessellation and Z clipping and HLR mode. Let's go to the what tessellation is. How tessellation occurs. So tessellation occurs when the CAD software convert smooth surface into a polygon for a display. Higher tessellation levels result into more detailed model, but it can strain your system resource. Optimizing the tessellation settings helps to balance the details and the performance. Now let's see what Z clipping means. How Z clipping occurs. Z clipping occurs when the projects are too close to camera, causing them to disappear or clip. Adjusting the camera setting or using the section views can mitigate this issue and ensure the component remain visible during design. Now let's see what the HLR mode. HLR means the hidden line removal mode, which enhanced by displaying only the visible line, improving the model navigation and manipulation. However, enabling HLR mode may be specific uh, for the visual quality in exchange of speed. Understanding and optimizing this factor is crucial for maintaining CAD performance. By adjusting these tessellation levels and managing the Z clipping and utilizing the HLR mode effectively, we can ensure the smooth and efficient CAD performance. Now let's go to the what tessellation and settings, tessellation settings we can use for the CAD operation. Now I have opened my assembly in it, and I have made one hold with the thread. As you can see on the screen, I have provided their threads. Now let's see what settings we can use. In the settings, you just go to the document property. You will find the image quality option. Just click on it and drag the cursor to the lower or pastor mode, which actually seems like an octagon, but it actually seems like a circle, but actually it's a octagon. You can also move the cursor for a wireframe and high quality and apply to all the reference document. As on the screen, you can see it looks like a octagon surface. Additionally, you can optimize the cosmetic threads further for optimizing the CAD performance. Rather than modeling detailed threads, cosmetic thread simulates the thread appearance without adding the unnecessary complexity to the model. This streamlined design process and improves the system efficiency. By leveraging this optimization technique, we can enhance the CAD performance while maintaining the accuracy and efficiency. Now let's see what affect the CAD performance. What are the factors which affect the CAD performance? How it is impacted? So CAD performance is impacted by first it is threads, which I've already showed you in previous session, previous slide that is, and then extruded cut text, extruded text, vents and fastener on the purchase part, and the placards and labor. Uh, this feature oftenly add the complexity to the model, increasing which increases the file size and computational demand. The threaded features, while providing the realistic representation, can significantly increase the number of geometric entities affecting which affect the rendering and manipulation speed. Similarly, the excluded text and the excluded cut text contribute to the model complexity, especially when you use extensive throughout the design. The vent and fasteners on the purchase part introduce the additional geometric details that may strain the system resources, particularly in large assemblies. Placards and labels, although visually helpful, but can also impact the performance, especially when it present in high instant. Now let's see what we can do, what best practice we can use to improve the file opening time. So, which is as follows. First, we can work locally. As I have seen, many of the users are opening their assembly from the network drive and using it. but there might be some network issues, so it might be take more time to open you. So that's why you can just work locally, and then after that you can use the file utility option like pack and go and save it to the network location. You can utilize the lightweight mode, or you can use the large design review mode for the assembly. You can use detailing mode for drawing effect. You can use a simplified version of model, and even for zooming for a particular part, you can use the speed pack assembly. For the speed pack technique, I will be taking you in a deep in the next further session. I have mentioned in it, and you can also use display state for instead of configuration wherever is possible. Like giving an example, I will tell you that you want to use this content only for a marketing purposes, or give it to a salesperson. So what a salesperson need to open the assembly as faster in front of customer. So for that you can use this display state instead of this making configuration, as the configuration takes more time to load as compared to display states. You can also you can convert the data to the latest version. I have seen that many designers import use the step file and use it in the assembly. So that assembly takes more time to load. Why? Because it is imported part. You can use the assembly performance evaluation, which you can see well while opening the assembly, uh, for optimizing that which part take the more time to open in a assembly. You can also use assembly visualization for seeing which part is taking more graphics triangles, or which taking more opening time and rebuild time in the assembly. Now let's go through the rebuild and update time. We can how you we can enhance the update and rebuild time. First, if you are using an in context feature in your assembly, just limit it, this in context feature, because due to it, it takes more rebuild and opening and updating time. You can use the equation at the top level of assembly, like if you have applied equations to the top level assembly, as you change one dimension, it will change the other parameters also, so it takes more time. So you can limit it while using it at top level assembly. You can limit the mates, like if there is use of only one mate, and you are using three to four mates to mating it, so you can limit that mates use also for opening. And you can make use of flexible sub assemblies, like using parts you can use more sub assemblies, so it will take less time to update. You can avoid mating to pattern instead, like if you are using mate with pattern option, you can avoid that, and to the assembly geometry. You can skip the option of you can skip the option of rebuild after editing component, or the other option uh, which harms the update time. You can reduce the graphical demand of your assembly, like if you are using the higher graphics, you can use the low graphics, so that your assembly will be rebuilt as soon as possible. You can use performance evaluation tab to find the bottleneck in the assembly. Now let's see what are the best practice to improve the update time in drawing. Like you can use the HLR mode, which I've already explained how HLR mode, what is the HLR mode it is. You can use simplified version for it. You can just limit the use of section views, as the section views which contain the complex graphical view. So you can limit it. You can turn off the settings which is present in it, that system. You can go to system options, drawings, and performance. You can turn off that system option. Use performance evaluation tab to find where the drawing is taking more time to update it. Be strategic with your drawings. Improve the assembly update time. Now I will show one session regarding that to understand the graphics triangle and how it impacts. First, I will open the Nemo assembly in it and in resolve mode. Then I will perform the performance evaluation to identify which component. Let's go through it. I will click on the performance evaluation tab. You can see the whole part has been updated. Now I'll click on the performance evaluation tab. On the screen, you can see this performance evaluation tab. Now let's go to the visual assembly visualization mode. All the assembly parts has been loaded, and yeah, it will take somewhat of time, but you can use it for identifying which part is taking more time to uh, open, or which part contains the more graphic triangle. Even you can toggle it between you can switch sort it by ascending order or as well as descending order as per the parameters. Like let's drag one the title so that it can be visible clear. Now you can see on the screen, I can just click on it and toggle it between ascending as well as descending. Let's open this part and see why it's taking more graphics triangle. Yeah, you can see on the screen that it showed that it contains a feature recognized part. Yeah, on the feature recognition feature manager tree, we can see all the parts has been imported parts. So that's why it's been taking more time to open. So the question will be arise how we can optimize this. Yeah, you can optimize this by using the feature recognition process. Just convert this part to the SolidWorks, as it will take less time. Good. For this, we will be conducting webinar as soon. In the next webinar, we will find for this. Uh, and now let's go through the what are the assembly types. Uh, Assembly modes. First mode is, that is resolve mode. Everyone has known what resolve mode is, which loads all of the component. Then the lightweight mode and the LDR mode, that we call as large design review. Now let's see what is the bifurcation between this. Uh, yeah, while opening this assembly and resolve mode, we have seen that it took 3.4 minutes to open it, and in lightweight mode, it took 1.18 minutes to open it. While in the LDR mode, it took only zero point 0.5 minutes. So, yeah, understanding this loading time for each mode help us to choose most suitable mode for our workflow and optimizing the performance and efficiency. This is how you can optimize your performance and efficiency for your CAD model. So let's see what is included in resolve mode, what is included in large design review mode, as well as slide fit mode. Mainly the CAD data opens in three parts, that is tessellation data. CAD data contains three data. That is one tessellation data, parasolid data, and parametric data. Let's see what is included in resolve mode. In fully resolved mode, tessellation data will be included, parasolid data will be included, and parametric data will be included. Now let's see what is included in lightweight mode. Lightweight mode is opened with parasolid data as well as tessellation data. While in LDR mode, it only opens the tessellation data. Now let's explore how this mode affect the performance and how leverage them effectively for smoother workflow in the CAD performance. Now let's go through the lightweight mode. You can perform various of tasks such as adding mates, creating assembly features, conducting interference detection, adding annotation, and using measure option. While working in lightweight mode, you can have a flexible to switch between a resolve mode and back to as needed. Understanding this capability of the lightweight mode allows for efficient assembly manipulation and design while conserving your system resources. Let's explore how to leverage the lightweight mode effectively to streamline our workflow and enhance our productivity. Now on the screen you can see I have opened the assembly with the lightweight mode setting. I will open it, and yeah, you can see it took only less time to open. On the screen you can see that with all the sub assembly that with the lightweight mode mark, I will just make it better in the isometric view. I will added one plate, that is plate one, and I will make it in resolve mode as well. Now what I will do is I will make some changes. That is, I will edit this sketch, and I have added this measurement as 820. I will make it as 850. Let's see how it is it updates or not. I will click on OK. I will exit to the edit component, and then yeah, you can see that this component has been edited very effectively, and you can also use this mode in for your now let's see how we can measure the component in. Yeah, you can even you can use the mass property for measure for the better visualization of your how your assembly works. Yeah, it's taking time to load. Yeah, on the screen you can see the mass as well as volume. You can also go through the moment of inertia already present in it. You can optimize this and use it for your evaluation purpose. Now I will add the mates as well, which is already I have make it edit feature I will like, and you can also add this mate to it in the lightweight mode. Now, as I told you, we can already go back to lightweight mode to resolve mode to lightweight mode. Just click set resolve mode to lightweight mode. It will ask you to save all this to the PC. Yes, I will save it all. And yeah, click on rebuild and save all document. Yeah, it's loading. After that, you will find that in plate one, the lightweight mode icon. Yeah, on the screen you can see the lightweight mode option as well. So let's go through what is LDR mode. That is large design review. You can perform like tasks like adding mates. You can use measure tool. You can add the walkthroughs. You can add or delete a part in it. Sub assembly can be opened and resolved as well as lightweight mode. Yeah, but one thing is that you can also open it into a lightweight mode also. Yeah, as I said, one thing is that you can't, at the time you open this assembly into resolved or a lightweight mode, you can't come back to the LDR mode as we are in the, we done in the lightweight mode. So let's explore how to utilize this LDR mode effectively in our SolidWorks projects. I will be opening the same Nemo assembly in LDR mode. Just click to LDR, drag this cursor, and I will click on edit. Open this. You can see on the screen that one dialog LDR mode dialog box will be open, will stating it. Yeah, LDR mode will be open as fast as. Let's make changes to one nut which is already present in it. I will open this part and then I will go to this sketch of the it and edit this sketch. Yeah, you can see on the screen it's the parametric. Like if I change one dimension, it will change the other dimension also. It's 24. I will make it as 25. Yeah, it changes the other parametric dimension as well. Now I will rebuild it and save it. It will pop out one option that would you like to update this in the graphic data of LDR mode? I will click to OK, and yeah, the changes will be done in it. Now let's see what are the other capability of LDR mode. Now let's go to the plate which I have already added. I will show how you can add or delete part. Right now I'm showing how to delete the part from it, as well as same you can delete the part. Now, just click on the part. I click on it and delete. Same, it will fetches the all the details regarding. Same as you can insert the component and add the mates as per the your needs. Let's come to the isometric view. Let's go to the measure component. It will show us that in LDR mode, it show the precise value, not the accurate value. Let's see what is the radius for this arc. Yeah, it shows it. You can measure this in LDR mode as well. Now let's took the other capability of the element mode, that is the section view. You can create also this one section view in it and uh, and see what changes you have to make in it. Let's come back to the isometric view and go back to the full view. And now I will show how to you can go back to the resolve part into a dissolve mode. Just like that, you can use the LDR mode for this. I will just save this option, and yeah, it is saved. So yeah, as you have seen through this session that in while using the LDR mode, you can optimize the large design settings. You can optimize your performance in large assemblies by using this LDR mode. Yeah, there you can't use some features in it, but likewise you can also use the lightweight mode for some of the settings in it. Now let's go through some techniques, tips and tricks, which is used for it. Like first, we'll go through the speed pack. What speed pack is? What it offers? It offers graphics only simplified configuration. It's present in the configuration tab, and which maintains the mates reference, and it can be also used in drawings. Where to use feedback is ideal for fast as well light made mating, arranging the large assembly and creating a quick drawing layout. It's also useful for sharing data with the minimal reference and streaming collaboration and design process. Understanding and implementing speed pack technique can significantly enhance the efficiency and productivity in SolidWorks. Now let's see how we can create a speed pack effectively for smoother workflow and improvement. Just click on the configuration tab and right click on it and add speed pack. You can also select faces wise also as per your needs. There are the three options. Yeah, but here I think suitable option is selecting the body. So I will click all the body which are required. I will click on here as well as I will rotate it for the better visualization if I have created on it. Yeah, I will rotate it. Yeah, everything is. Let's go back to the isometric view, and I will click on OK. Yeah, on the screen you can see this speed pack has been created. You can drop down it to the speed pack tag. Here the seat, here the speed pack is available. While it shows the zoomed part assembly visualization for the part for the bodies which have we have selected. So this how you can use the speed pack. Let's see what other tips and tricks we can use for it. That is the display states and how which is used to control the graphical data in SolidWorks, which offers the option to hide and show as rather than suppressing the component. They enable the precise control over the appearance without recurring the rebuild. By utilizing the display state effectively, user can manage the visibility and appearance of a component within the assembly, improving the clarity and organization. Understanding how implementing the display state can enhance the workflow and streamline communication during the collaboration. Let's explore how this display state we can use. Just I will open this assembly again in the lightweight mode. Yeah, on the screen you can see it's been loading yet. Yeah, almost 4,000 parts has been loaded, and yeah, it's been loaded, and then I will go. Let's first drag so you can see the component very clearly, and then let's go to the right mode, right view. I will hide this hyper window in the display state for the visual. Just click to right click on it and add display state. And in the display state, you can just right click on the component, just go to the feature manager tree. It will be easy to understand, and then right click on it and I will click on hide component. As this, you can hide this component. Let's select this settings on the purpose we hide this only for this display set only. Let's rename it first. I will remain it as hidden window, and you can also select this apply to all state, or you can click it for a specific display states which you have been selected. Right now I will click only for this display state only, and then I will click on OK. Yeah. Now you can see how the now let's see what open the first display state, default display state. Yeah, the hidden window is already hyper window is already present in it. Let's take into the isometric view, and now let's toggle to the another hidden window display state. Like this, you can toggle in between. For better clarity, we can move to the right view as well. So this how you can create the display state for your purpose, as it take less rebuild time. Rather using of configuration will take the higher rebuild time, opening time. So rather than that, you can use the display set. Even in display set, you can edit the appearance of a model. Which let's go to the another. tips and tricks for the we are going to see, that is assembly visualization. Assembly visualization provide a performance report in SolidWorks displaying the metrics like weight, total weight, quantity, total graphics card. This analysis help identifying the performance bottleneck and optimize the assembly is efficiency. By utilizing the assembly visualization, in user can gain insights into component performance, enabling the informed discussion of enhancing the workflow and productivity, understanding how interrupt and utilize the assembly visualization metric, and empower the user streamline assembly process and improve all over the design process. Where you can find the this option in performance evaluation, you can find the tab one assembly view. Let's see how we can use it. Just click go to the evaluate tab, click on the assembly visualization. Yeah, before that I will just want to show you that this assembly visualization is only applicable to dissolved mode. You can toggle it between now. You can see it is in graph as well, and now you can toggle it between, as I said, with the ascending as well as descending order. You can check why it's taking more, which quantity is more, what is which has a more mass, as well as let's go to the performance evaluation tab and see which part is taking more time. Yeah, same as in you can see which part contains the more graphics triangle, which part contains the more take more time to open it, which part contains more time to rebuild it. So this how you can use the assembly visualization for the for clarifying why it taking more time to open, why it taking more time to rebuild, or why it contains the more graphics triangle, and optimize this, change it, and we can optimize our the assembly and efficiently we can work on it. So that's all. Let's go to the key takeaways what we have gone through this webinar. That is, we have seen what the large assembly settings in SolidWorks. Uh, we have also seen what are the standard performance evaluation factors we and hardware consideration in it, as well as we have seen the different assembly mode, as well as have also seen the different assembly tools and technique, how you can optimize and enhance your feature for the better assembly performance, as well as we have also seen the SolidWorks large assembly resources. Uh, for renewal and the for current subscriptions scheme, you can contact our this following. You can reach out us with this details. Let's move to the question and answer session. Hello, hello. Does anyone have doubt regarding this session? You can raise your hand or